a survivor of childhood and adolescent sexual abuse. As a male, that's perhaps somewhat rare to hear another male talk about sexual abuse, especially from one who identifies as having been a victim themselves. Well, that's me. Childhood sexual abuse impacts are common for girls and boys, women and men. Being male, that's my world, and it's my intention to specifically help other males. For males, I found there was a sad lack of known or widely available resources and support mechanisms. That's who I want to help, and I also want to help others who want to support victims and survivors they might know. Here is a warning though for the content on this channel. It is not suitable for children. Also, some of this content may be triggering or upsetting for some, so take care of yourself. Pause or stop if necessary. Now, I am a Christian, but most of the tools and resources I have encountered over the years are non-Christian originated, but that doesn't mean that they have not been helpful to me. Quite the opposite. In more recent times, I have found abuse recovery material that includes input from a God perspective, and that has been incredibly helpful in my walk with Jesus. What I've found over the years in Christendom is a general lack of understanding on the depth and the damage and the trauma for childhood sexual abuse, especially men. Those formative years in a child's life are what sets their path for life, and if they've been abused in those years, it can have significant impact on their life. So let me also tell you that I am an ordained minister of religion, a pastor, but my intent with this channel is not to have it as a preaching or a teaching platform. In fact, you will be surprised to hear from someone like me that I am not healed and recovered from my childhood sexual abuse, not fully. I'm further along in that journey than I was yesterday, last year, and 10 years before that. But I have found that this takes time to heal. You need to know how to heal. You need to know the abuse was not your fault. You need to know Jesus does not condemn you. You need to know it's okay to not be okay. So as a fellow Christian, I've heard the messages. I've got the impression that after you ask for God's help and lay your past before Him, then that prayer is a once and for all prayer, that it's all taken care of at that point. And if you are still struggling, then you need to pray harder, or there must be something that you should be doing or are yet to do, and that perhaps that's the reason why you are still struggling. As I said a few moments ago, our early formative childhood years have a huge impact on our lives. If I could erase my past abuse, I would have. I have prayed for selective amnesia. I've prayed that it would not affect me like it still does. Now that's less all the time, but it has not been as instant as I would have liked. So my response to those well-meaning Christians is try forgetting the alphabet. So whether you are a person of faith or not, I want to provide help and encouragement whilst you are on that path of healing and recovery. My intention on this channel is to provide smaller chunks of childhood sexual abuse recovery material. Now a disclaimer is that I'm not a psychologist or a medical professional. What I am is a person who has committed his life to continued recovery and to help as many others as I can along the way. In fact, not long after I became a Christian, I was praying to God one day and my abuse came to mind. I prayed for God's help in getting better, as I do regularly, but I also prayed to Jesus and said that I was available for Him to use me to help others. That's why I'm here. Being involved in church leadership over the years has taught me a lot about God, and it has helped me. It's also shown me the gaps between a standard Sunday sermon for a believer and how, as a Christian, someone like me, a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, can apply that message to their life. So, going beyond Sunday messages, my personal commitment to recovery has looked like this: counselling, online support group involvement, I've read over 25 plus books on childhood sexual abuse, many of them based for males. I've attended in-person workshops. I've walked alongside victims of sexual abuse and helped them. I've been the surprising and welcome voice of support that was unexpected, especially in a church environment. I have created abuse awareness and recovery workshop material for an international missionary campaign, and I got to deliver that in a school setting to children who were in the midst of abusive environments themselves. And I got to run a workshop for adult survivors and those wanting to help others. This is about me making myself available to help others. I will be uploading various videos on abuse awareness and recovery and how you can support other survivors of childhood sexual abuse. So of course, as a victim and a survivor myself, I have a story like every other survivor. I have recorded a video testimony about that. You'll find that here on this channel. I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you are notified when additional content is available. Feel free to contact me if you wish, and I will assist you to the best of my ability. Thank you.